Hi, my name is Gerry Marcus, and I'm a plaintiff personal injury trial lawyer. The case that I'm going to talk about involves a confidential settlement, but factually this involved my client who was looking for a house to buy. He walked into the house, he was greeted by a real estate agent who left them at that point, and my client took 3 or 4 steps and fell down an open hatch, down a 9-foot drop down into a wine cellar. And my client hit his head. He had a brain bleed and traumatic brain injury as a result of that. The real estate agent who was in charge, and he abandoned my client and his family who were unfamiliar with the fact that there was an open hatch 9 feet into a wine cellar. At the beginning of this case, we're flat out denying liability across the board. We realized we're going to use MotionLit video to put together an accident reconstruction and animation, which was very impactful. And we saw what it looked like, and we saw the blood on the floor. And then we used MotionLit video to take video clips of the depositions, saying more or less, I don't know and I don't recall, literally in the deposition hundreds and hundreds of times. And we populated the screen with this defendant saying, I don't recall, I don't recall, I don't recall, I don't recall, which sounded just ridiculous. When you ask someone, was there any blood that you saw on the ground? Well, barely any. Well, how much? Maybe about the size of a nickel. And then beside that testimony, you freeze it and you have the still photograph showing a pool of blood. That's a moment. It shows he lied, he loses credibility. We asked him if it was light out or dark out, and he said, I don't know if it was dark or light out. And that silly, inconsequential fact, it just stacks up on all of the I don't knows, I don't recalls. There's no coming back from that. They can't rehabilitate their defendant from those types of answers. All that put together, used at the mediation, is what got this case settled. So MotionLit's video really got it done. It's when we went in for the kill. We gave that video, and the mediator was impressed. Defense attorneys took hours and hours to watch it before they came back to the table and decided we need to pay on this claim. All the defendants swore they would never pay or never pay $100,000. We settled this case for mid-7 figures. I would recommend MotionLit to almost every plaintiff personal injury trial lawyer. You're going to have the best bang for your buck and the most impact with a MotionLit video. I've had mediators that have settled for $700,000, $800,000, $1 million, $1.2 million, where the offers were $100,000, $200,000. And then I showed the video, and the well-known mediator said, that was the best video I've ever seen. Who did that? And it was MotionLit. They're on time, they work with me, they let me collaborate with them. And when we're under the gun and I need something done tomorrow, they'll burn the midnight oil and get it done for me. So that's worth its weight in gold. But in terms of having that relationship and them knowing what I need and the urgency when I need it, that's really important. So I stick with MotionLit.